So what was it?
I'm glad you saw that too.
Was it big lightning?
Oh, huge.
Oh, I didn't even think I got that on camera. That would have been cool.
Wow.
So are we missing anybody in the office? Okay. So welcome to our get together. Everybody's got pom-pom and a little wine?
Yes.
Okay, good. So first things first, and then we're gonna move on. I know everybody knows at this point about Mandy. Unless anybody doesn't, I will go. So Mandy is, I'm sure there might be one person, but Mandy is, what'd you say?
I didn't know.
It's, where have you been? Who else doesn't know about Mandy?
Me and Gina.
It wasn't meant, but, so Mandy is leaving us Thursday before Memorial Weekend. She's staying with us till then. And she's decided to go work for Mark USA, who picked up the lottery. And while we're all very, very sad, it's 15 years, what we want from most people is to be happy and to do what they want to do. And as we all know, that was Mandy's life for 5 years. So Mandy will be here for a while to help us through all the transitions. Mandy will always be a friend to MediaWorks, it is what it is, and I just want people to be happy. Okay. Besides that, that's the only kind of negative news we have. We want to talk to everybody, and it's been a while, and I know that it's been, I think everybody's been on edge here, and I want everybody to know that we are not making any more employee changes, that MediaWorks is financially sound and in good company, and we have been in business 30 years, and we know, the ebbs and flows of this industry. And while it can be tough, if you are smart and you are, I always say the word financially responsible, but we are in a great place, and the agency is is moving forward, and we've definitely, I think it's been challenging for all of you, but challenging for us, but I think you all know how hard we're working at new business, which is, Michelle's gonna go over, but all agencies go through this, and if you are a well-respected agency that does good work, we're passionate about our work, we care about our employees as well as our clients, we'll come out better, stronger, more efficient, and fiercer. And I truly believe that, and I think we all believe that, and I think that anybody here who has come from the agency world, maybe a Shana, or Rich, Michelle, Cheryl, it's the truth, and it happens, and it just, I think we've gotten beat up a little bit more than what any of us are used to, but we're gonna be great. This agency has been a winner since its inception, and we're gonna be that way again. Not that I don't think we're winners now, because we have incredible clients. We have such a strong list of powerful clients, and as you'll hear from Michelle of who we're pitching. But I want to say, and I want everybody to kind of raise their glass and with me, that Monday is a new day around here. Let's get back to what matters most, and that is the people here in this room, our great roster of clients, which I've talked to you about, the ones we're pitching and the ones we're presenting. And I want, as hard as we can try, we talked about, the complaining and the negativity, and I'm in a leadership committee, team, a leadership executive team, and one of the CEOs said something like their biggest, I don't think it's their motto, it's not the right word, but negativity is the only cancer that spreads. And he says that is the only thing that spreads, and I guess helps them not move on is the negativity. And I'm not saying it's not from management down, because whatever I'm saying today, I'm saying you will see this from the top down. I think that the last couple of weeks we've had a renewed energy, new business, just seeing that the amount of new business is coming through, and the work, and Michelle has sat in some new business presentations where she is just blown away by the work that is done from this agency. And anybody you talk to outside will tell you that, while we've gone through some rough times, they respect this agency more than a lot, and the brains and how we do our work and how we treat other people outside is really exceptional. So I'm gonna give Michelle few minutes just to talk about what's going on in Meteors, but we all have to take a sip. Sorry, it's like doing it
This is
to
gonna be like a shot game.
Oh, and where?
I don't know, we were trying to figure that out yesterday. What did Jody ask? Can you say no
Very good
negativity?
news, we drink and we shake. Okay, I'm sorry, one more thing.
This is after every
I
kind of show.
have more, but.
Okay, she said it again.
Sorry. Tough times don't last, tough teams do. Go Team MediaWorks. Drink and shake.
Drink and shake.
Okay.
Okay, wanna hear about new business?
Yes, I'm sorry.
So we have a lot of new business happening, like a crazy amount of new business. And we had some new business we've had it happening for a while, even before we heard, at the beginning of this year, since 2018 started. But we're working on a project with ADG for Booz Allen that Betsy and Colleen are heading up, and now we're going into, I guess, like phase 2 of the planning with that.
Doing the plan.
Okay, doing the plan.
To launch in June.
We, a lot of our new business comes from our relationships with other creative agencies as well as past clients. So we got a call, I guess in February, from Walden, and they asked us to put together plans for them. And let's see, who went with me? Shayna and Monica have been working like crazy, and I have to tell you guys, this is like the plans they've done are flipping amazing. I know no one always has a lot of time to look in that F drive, but they are so deep with research. And I mean, these clients, like Missy worked at Stryer, which spends like hundreds of millions of dollars, and she's blown away when she looks at the plans we've done. So we just have to hope that Walden comes up with some money. So we have that going. Then we went Tuesday to Maryland 529. Not sure if that's gonna come through, but we did a nice little answer their questions. We had, let's see, we had Thomas Edison Wednesday. Did a great job on that. That was Ashley and Casey and Colleen. I've spent a lot of time with a lot of people here.
And how we got that RFP was a past client.
Pete Bickle,
From Villanova.
and that was from Cheryl and Hallie. So, it's kind of like everybody's connected. We had a meeting with the guy, Ryan met with me he's like the Baltimore new business, kind of like smaller now. He met with me with No, Casey was with Center Stage. God, I'm getting mixed up. Casey was with Center Stage, that's gonna be all digital. It's not a lot of money, but it gives us a great opportunity to really sell our digital. So he only has like maybe $80,000, and if it happens, we're gonna get like almost 50% of that in service fees. Because we're selling how good we are digitally and trying to get people to understand that it's not about all the media money that you spend, but it's the people that you work with and how they spend it, how good they are in our Datorama and our IAS and our extreme reach. I'm starting to pick up some of these words now. And then Ryan and I met with the woman from Live Baltimore.
And Center Stage is a good thing to do for the city of Baltimore.
Yeah.
So we think about things like that also.
So Live Baltimore, another Baltimore client, same kind of story. They only have like $100,000, and we talked to her, and she said to us, I mean, we probably shouldn't have this film, but she said, I'm willing to let go of my staff. I'd like to work with you. Like, what does that say? She said, I know you guys are really good, and I know that you have all of these things in place. And we threw out a couple ideas to her, and she was like, that's what I need. That's what I need. And we just, like, the two of us, just off the top of our head, threw them out. So, I mean, I'm always a huge proponent of the people here. I think we're like the smartest, best group of people. We just got to get out there and keep selling it, because it's going to come.
Tell our story, as Michelle always says. Sell our story.
That's what I say with Rich with the website. So then we had from 15-4, thank you, Hallie, through BD, Jen at 15-4 is friends with Ann at BD. She was looking for maybe a media connection, because Hallie said, which we should all do with existing clients, do you know anybody at other agencies? Is there any way we can grow organically? What kind of connections can we have? She introduced us to Jen Espinoza, who Hallie and Monica met with, and then Jody and I met with them, 15-4. We have like a really fun, exciting, international piece of business we're gonna work on, SES. It's kind of out of our normal wheelhouse because we're talking about doing media events in Dubai and in Africa, but you know, it is like so much fun. So, you know, it's lots of good stuff that's coming our way. And this morning, we had a call with, I hate this name, Boiling Springs Savings Bank. And Ashley was flipping amazing on the call.
Yay, Ashley.
Yeah. The creative group, the way this went down was
amazing.
pretty amazing too. They gave us a time of 9 a.m. this morning, which meant that Shayna was gonna go and represent us. She would have to be on a 5 a.m. train to go to New York. The creative group said, we're kind of getting some red flags. So he very diplomatically wrote an email and gave them some ideas, and they liked it so much, they said, you come up, and then they wanted all of us on the phone. And they gave us a lot of questions, and we think it went really well.
And I guess I think what happened was, this was something I want to talk about, like Sandy Spring. As devastating as it was, and it was to get that call, because most of the time we lose business because the CMO changes, or it's a state RP, and not usually because of our work or a client tells you that. And that was just heartbreaking to the team, to us, because we all know that they took up half the time in that conference room. But from the beginning, our work was never appreciated. Our hard work was never appreciated, and if it wasn't a time when we had lost some big pieces of business, I think we probably would have said, resign that. So when this bank, wanted us to be up 9 a.m., no consideration, kind of didn't have enough information, we stepped back and said, hey, we really only want to work with people, not only, but try our best with people that appreciate what we have to offer, how hard we work for them, because we were not appreciated at all with that account. Then the other thing that I want to say is, even though we did everything in our power, it is also a learning tool for us to sit back and think, did we read the CMO wrong? I mean, just for example, is that she understood nothing about digital, and that's what we worked on the most, because that's what makes sense for a bank. But if that was the case, sometimes we have to back off what we think is the right thing, because it really was the right thing, and appease that, do something that they understand. However, she was not an easy person, but I think it was just so smart that Eric said, I'm not sure we'd be in line, we don't really understand that new creative message. And the fact that they wanted a Baltimore agency to be there at 9 a.m. but he handled it great, and apparently what he said, because he said, I'll be on a train at 5 a.m. if you like what I said and you like what he goes, and they wrote back and go, I guess you'll be on a 5 a.m. train. So it was just a great way to handle that, to know that they had interest before.
Yeah, and he handled it. His words were perfect. They didn't offend anybody. So that's all it right now.
No. Celebrate.
Oh, excuse me, right. And we also answered, so Celebrate, that was a call because Unjan worked with us for a new business that we did when he was with Visionmark with Ralph Ringler. And that was like 3 or 4 years ago. We answered the RFP. We didn't get it, but he loved our thinking and the way we worked. So he's at Celebrate. They need an agency to help with their develop their franchises, because they are all owned by one owner, and now they're going to do franchising across the country. So he called us. He came in. We sat in a meeting, and now we have a project. And we were very diplomatic the way we handled it, because we said he wanted a media plan, and we said, okay, well, we can do a media plan for you, but he had like not that much money, he only wanted a month. And we said, kind of learning from Walden, we said, how about if we do a plan for you, but we need an SOW? Because what we have to offer here are our people, our minds, our thinking, and we don't want to give that away, because there's a lot of value in this room. So he said, I get that. So he signed an SOW first thing this morning, that we got out last thing last night, and no problem. And we have a whole team of people working on a plan for Celebrate, which hopefully it'll be successful, and we'll, that could be like a really growing nice piece of business.
$78,000, and he gave us like 5 markets, and I said, you're not gonna see that needle move, we can't do that. I said, you know, so it said, he goes, okay, and he gave us 200. Doesn't mean they're gonna approve it, but he realized, and we're gonna cut down the number of markets because, you know, we want the needle to move so that they see it, continue with us, and we expand.
So we also answered University of Milwaukee, University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee. Beth and Rich handled that one. I think that's pretty much it right now. Am I missing anything else on new business? And then I think the other thing we're going to talk about is just really quickly existing business. You know, we've done really well with pieces of existing business that we have. Like Erickson continues to grow. Everybody who works on an Erickson team does a great job. There's a lot of people here who work on it. And the fact that that just keeps growing, they're entering more markets, and BD is up and continues to grow. And you know, for agencies, you know, it's all about like relationships and service. And when they like you, you can get other projects to do, and they'll introduce you to other people. UNH, she wants to set up a meeting with us, I think in 2 weeks, to meet with somebody else to maybe get another school. So, you know, it's all about these nurturing our relationships. I guess I'm done talking now.
And the other thing that we say too is that the friendlier you are with your client, now you have to be doing good work and everything, but the harder it is for them to let you go. So that's when I beeped everybody around here, have you taken this one to lunch? Have you taken this one to lunch? I mean, I've said it 3 times, please everybody ask your clients, because when they go use our Oriole tickets, they're in, I mean, you know, granted the Orioles aren't so good, but our seats are amazing. So John got me a date for Chase Brex, and I'm so thrilled. We sent, I think, 4 this month to Erickson. We're gonna send like 4 every month to Eric, John's right there, to Erickson. So please.
Stan and his Nats.
Yep, Stan's in his Nats game, so please reach out to everybody. So I talked about the negativity and that, you know, Monday, everybody come in with your pom-poms, and it's a new day. And you have, go, Monica.
Regarding the negativity, emails can be a quick and easy way for negativity to start. So just thinking about email etiquette, taking a step back before responding, thinking about how the person on the other end is going to take your content. Sorry. And you know, the problem is you can't see somebody's facial expressions, you can't see their tone, so you don't really understand what they're trying to say. So if you have a conversation, if you have constructive criticism, if you feel like maybe somebody didn't handle something well, ask them to chat. Ask them to step here in the couch with us, go to the small conference room, talk to them instead of just shooting a quick email, feeling like you did your due diligence and move on, because that can create a whole difference to the individual on the receiving end. So,
Right.
just something to keep in mind.
So we want to try, you know, I know we're a very open space, but we want to try, you know, look, it's not like you're never going to have constructive criticism for someone and someone's not on the team's not going to let you down. Try as best as we can to do it in private, not in a pod where other people can hear. It's just, it makes that person feel bad. Let's try really hard to stop whispering, because, you know, that breeds negativity. And, you know, let's, you know, again, the team is what we have here, and I know it's been rough the past couple months, but I would really like, and I hope you're all with me, that, you know, on Monday, because there's so many exciting things happening, that we all try, again, from the top down, try these new, whatever. I am also talking to people on the outside about executive training coaches and about some training sessions. I didn't have all that ready for this meeting, but I'm been talking to people and I'm looking into that. The 4 people are going up to a consultant in New York who we kind of joined her group, where she's going to look over our capabilities, our new business presentation, to give us some feedback, so we see if there's anything we're missing. But you know, she is an outside person looking in. There's just about 4 or 5 quotes. You know, you can tell I've been doing a lot of research about the difference between success and failure is a great team. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. None of us is as smart as all of us. The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team. Unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. And you can do better with your team than you can alone. And then I just want to take a second, you know, in January, we went over and we worked hard on our manifesto, and since then, I think it's been, you know, a pretty rough time for all of us, but let's just go over and try to start working on these. But, you know, we said,
You're fine.
our positive environment is based on these tenets. M, MediaWorks, M, mutual respect, so important. And everybody has different personalities. Someone said to me, know who your audience is. You know, there are some people with thicker skin. Not that you know, you can intimately know everybody, but think about that. Think about that, because you know, somebody, you know, there are people that have thick skin and nothing bothers them, and other people are more sensitive, and it hurts to, you know, not have that mutual respect. Education, which I know we all work very hard at. Drive and determination, integrity, accountability, willingness, openness, resilience, kindness, and support. Okay? Rah-rah, drink, everybody have a sip.
I'm out.
Like, you're out. You go up and get some.
Of course, I'm out.
Okay, so on to, now, this is the other thing I was saying, then we're gonna go on to housekeeping. As always, we would love to hear from you if you have any thoughts, suggestions on how we can be a better, happier, cohesive unit. We need each and every person to be all in to make this a great place to work. So, I would love to hear from anybody now, or in the suggestion box, or send us an email, who has thoughts on what we can do, things we can do to make this everybody smiling when they come to work. Can't smile 24/7, but we spend more time together than you do with your families, and I think it just makes a better place. I know that, you know, in the past 2 weeks I've been rejuvenated and just, you know, getting it done, and know my job is to get this agency back on track. So housekeeping, some fun things. Okay, so Thursday, June 6th, happy birthday, David Berg. We will be celebrating, not his birthday, the upcoming marriage of Beth. Yay! With a fun happy hour from 3:30 to 5:30.
She's in the stress point.
MediaWorks will be hosting, and if anybody would like to contribute money for gifts, please see Amy. But MediaWorks will be hosting.
That's sweet, thank you.
We have decided to cancel the summer family party on June 9th. And we decided because we think it's more important to spend time together as a team at this time. And, you know, a lot of people here don't have children, and not that we don't want to be with everybody's children, but I think that at this time, can we hear somebody? No. At this time, we need to plan activities for us and for the team. I hope people with children are okay with that. Oh, I know, it's unbelievable. So, some suggestions for just now. So we have our June 6th happy hour. May, let's do another Our House lunch. I thought that was really fun. Did everybody like that? Was that fun?
It was fun.
Becca?
I'm on it.
May. A lot of people are gonna travel, so there'll probably be time. Is there a day we like better?
End of May.
And then they,
Towards the
What,
end.
any day,
like day of the week, you mean?
I get day of the week.
Thursdays and Fridays are always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so many people are out on Friday.
Yeah, Thursday.
We can try Thursdays, do Wednesday, Thursday every week, okay? Then we thought in August, we'd have a crab feast on a Thursday evening. Not sure where, maybe Nick's Fish House, maybe, we'll figure it out.
You know,
But
the boathouse is reopening.
And is it gonna, what's it?
The Atlas is something.
It's gonna be fancy. It's not gonna be a crab house.
Is
I
that-
thought they were gonna have the crabs.
Raw
I think it's gonna go raw.
There's
Raw
raw
and
and refined and then
refined.
raw right next to it.
Raw and refined.
But they're not,
Yeah.
Bill Brooks has a great, so does
Yeah.
Nick's.
Yeah.
So, who will look into the crab feast? Becca will do the Survey Monkey again. We think Thursdays, so put every Thursday on August. Who can I get to make calls?
Okay.
Perfect. Okay?
Are you open to like a picnic kind of area?
Absolutely.
Okay.
that's what we did when we did Nick's.
Captain
Yeah,
James.
Tammy?
Yeah,
Captain
I like
James.
Oh.
Been there in a long time.
We did Nick's Fish House one year, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Not that I recall. I did.
Yeah,
me and
Okay,
you
so
did.
I believe
I don't
You were
remember
here?
doing
Thank
that.
you.
I did remember
Because
they ran out of crabs.
It wasn't traveling.
I was here when we did Nick.
I know.
You don't remember?
I was not here.
That might be the year that Tammy.
Might have been the first year I worked here. You didn't work here the first year.
Okay.
I think it's the year Tammy left.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
2015.
Yeah, no, they're open. Yes.
And that was probably the year before it
Yeah.
started. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
2006.
Oh,
when
she
my
was
kids
done.
were little, we used to take them on Friday nights because they had bands and they would dance. with them.
You went with us too.
I was on maternity leave.
You must have come to
It was
that.
2006.
Been a pretty good fire.
I know, nobody can get
13 years ago.
Okay, so updates on office closures, on when the office is closed. So everybody knows, I think, that we close Friday and Monday and Memorial Weekend. So we're closed Friday, May 24th and Monday, May 27th. We got very lucky this year that July 4th is on a Thursday, so we will close Thursday and Friday. And then Labor Day weekend, Friday, August 30th, and Monday, September 2nd. So we've got a good couple 4-day weekends from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Are shorts Fridays still a thing
Or what?
between Memorial and
Yeah,
Labor Day?
Unless a client, and we'll always send out.
I don't know what he said.
Shorts on Friday.
Remember, like professional, look nice.
I mean, I used to wear,
I got some of those 80s. Or what was,
Not gym shorts.
no, she thinks my shorts are too short though.
Then don't wear them. Listen to what she says.
shade
Those
room
camel
white
ones?
shirt. So, we have an update to the handbook, because these dates, I think, are in the handbook. So, we are going to close Monday, December 23rd and the 24th. So, we weren't sure about New Year's Eve, because, you know, and also, don't get upset when you don't see it originally in that beginning of the year. You know, sometimes we can't make a decision January 1st, and you just need to, that's why we always do the addendum. You know, we've heard that some people were upset we're not closed New Year's Eve. If you just give us a little time, you know, we can't do everything at once, it happens. And we're gonna do the same thing the week after for the 30th and 31st. So there'll be 2 weeks of work, just Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay, there we go.
What did Michelle say?
I said, was New Year's Eve one of the floating holidays?
Yeah.
It was.
Just
I
use
forgot
it
So
for-
if you've saved it for then, come see us.
Well, you can.
Well, we still have the same one in September.
Oh, the Jewish holiday. Take
Rosh Hashanah.
Michelle,
It's the Jewish New Year.
Yeah, there you go. It's the same thing.
she's gonna take Rosh Hashanah. I don't know, I Googled it.
It's either on a Monday or a Friday. Usually I know, somebody said it was on a weekend.
And it's, oh, we're close to Yom Kippur, right? Is that-
7 days after, so I think it's a Wednesday the following.
And you may get me closed for that. So you got lots of good time off.
You do, thank
All
you.
right.
Okay, Jennifer, update on charity events, suggestions. Before you go there, 1 second. No, go there.
No, it's okay.
No, go. Stand up.
Stand up.
A lot of stuff on our list.
Okay.
Okay.
Again.
So we have 30 acts of kindness on the chart so far. It's mostly individual people doing things, and we're up to 21 already, so that's good. We're almost there. But you know, Michelle and Jody, and I think it is important to do something as an agency every couple of months where we go out together and do things. We should have done perfect. Maybe not the whole agency, but some of us.
Correct, and on the survey, we heard from a lot of people that said, we would like to do more charity and more community work, but we cannot do it in the evenings because we have children responsibilities and obligations. So can we do a few during the day?
Well, Michelle researched some that she would like to talk about.
Yeah, I talked to Jennifer about these. She has a lot on her plate, but I think these are really fun. So we talked about a couple of us getting together and going out and doing volunteer work. So anywhere from like 2 to 5 to 10 people. Right down the street, the Humane Society, they have dog deputies that they could use on Wednesdays and Fridays. It includes walking the dogs, socializing with them, some other tasks. Didn't say anything about cleaning up any dog do or anything like that. But you guys, it's in the middle of the day or in the afternoon. You're there for like 2 hours. They also, for people who love cats, they have cat cuddlers. And then there are Wednesdays from 9 to 11 and 11 to 1.
Don't get that on the video.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, this is another thing we wanna do. We wanna get things done. We wanna stop talking about them. So, and my new motto is divide and conquer. 5 people can't be in every decision. So, Jamie, you love this, pick a date.
And you set it up.
And you set it up. So do it, who?
I'm in.
Okay.
You guys email Jamie.
We all like dogs.
People who set it on their dates.
Hey, who said I'm in?
I did.
Okay, you get a 50. You get a 50. This is what we need. Participation. No, thank you.
Wait a minute, there's more.
Are
Don't
you not
everybody
participating?
say they're in.
Why are people not participating now?
Only you get a
Rich, you get all these hands up, because I can't.
Oh, I got it. I need to raise my hand at some point for a 50.
You get a 50. We volunteered you, but I'll give you one.
Okay, so that's one. Then there's there's one at the Helping Up mission where 10 of us can go and actually volunteer to serve the food or prep the food, and I thought that would be a really nice thing for 10 of us to do for MediaWorks. You know,
Is it the homeless?
John and I went to a networking event.
Hunter and I it's Ben, and it's helping them, it's addiction recovery. So Brian volunteer, he teaches classes there.
Okay.
And it's men's facility only, but they're building up right across the street, they're building a women's facility as
So
well. But
should
right now it's
men
men only.
and
That was the
Can you
BBJ
let
event Hunter and I went to.
No, I don't think it's been only
no,
volunteer, but.
they didn't say on there
Yeah.
that it had to be men only, but they also have things, I think with children, 'cause they have tutoring opportunities
Okay.
at the Helping Up mission, which again, like, we're a group of very smart, intelligent people. Like, I would think maybe some of us would want to help, young people with a little bit of tutoring if we can. I saw a commercial the other night on TV, on real live TV, and it was from Coca-Cola, and it was the Coke bottlers in Baltimore, which I haven't seen anything since, I don't know, long time for Coke bottlers. But it was all about the Helping Up mission and how they had gone down and volunteered, and they like the spot was like 60 seconds. They interviewed some of the people that, that were there at the mission, and then at the end of the spot, they had like 10 of the homeless men sing the little Coke jingle. It was like so heartwarming. It totally got my attention. And I said, it had been on my list anyway, but I think these kinds of things are really nice. As all the individual things are nice, but again, as like Jody was saying, all of us to work as a group, and kind of too to recognize how fortunate we are, compared to a lot of other people in Baltimore.
They also, don't they help with recovery?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the course,
recovery
not just
and
homelessness,
addiction.
right, a lot of them are there because they're going through recovery.
Recovery and addiction, and it's like
Yeah.
pretty strict on like
Very strict.
staying there, and you have to like go through the program. You graduate from the program. They have a graduation once a
Yeah,
year
for a
too, or
year.
you graduate from it.
Well, would anybody be interested in doing this that would want to head it up? I mean, I will go. I don't want to head it up.
But I don't wanna head it up.
You don't get a 50.
Don't ruin your chance for your
You want to
50.
head it up? All right, Ashley's gonna head it up.
So, but the people
All right,
that
here,
are
I'll get
giving-
in there.
The people that are heading it up need to we're only gonna do 4 right now. I think
Right,
we-
we'll just do, 4, 1 a quarter or whatever, so.
Right, so
set
you
up
have
the
to
Helping
coordinate.
Mission and then.
Okay.
So the 4 people, did I not get you?
You got
You
me.
didn't volunteer, I'm only kidding. Did I get you?
You got me.
The 4 people that, like, so far it's Jamie and Ashley, and maybe even just do 1 more.
Yeah.
And then just make sure, and if, even 1 a quarter, but, if you do yours in beginning of June or something, don't, maybe August, let's go every other month or something,
Yeah, I
spread
think
them
we
out. But
do need to spread it.
just, that's our
Get
new
it
motto,
done.
get it done.
So
Okay,
the
get it done.
only- there's only one other one, well, actually, there's another one, but I have to do more research into it, I don't know if we can do it. But, there's another one, we did it a couple years ago, I think you did it, Jamie, the book donation. I was thinking, as opposed to just people from MediaWorks bringing in books, we have how many reps come in? Let's do a book drive, and every rep that comes in, ask them to bring us
Not
Books.
donuts, not
Right, as the kindest books, new books, notebooks, whatever they might need.
Gently used books.
Exactly. I just think we could put the power of MediaWorks out there with like our social pages and things like that. Like, we could get ourselves a little bit of
I'm alright. I'm going this
notoriety
far.
for
You
it.
could always
know what I
build
mean?
like a funding thing and for us, and then we could buy the books if people don't wanna donate them too. You could run that on your social, like a fundraiser for it too.
We can do
I'm so
whatever. I
tired
kind
of
of,
those,
yeah.
me too. Like,
I'd rather just
everybody
have,
has
I
a-
think we should say to every rep that comes, happy to see you, happy to hear you. Bring a box of books. Bring us 6 books, a half dozen books.
No
We're
more
doing a
meetings
book
unless they
drive.
bring books. We're not taking any.
But
vendor
only
meetings.
only when this is, only when, like, let's.
Excuse me, what did you just
I'm
say?
not. One person complained. I hope that doesn't sound like a complaint, it's just a statement. So, I think we should, whoever takes this up should figure out 1 month, in that month that people reps, because if we spread it out too thin, it'll get too diluted. So I think 1 month with these, and then I think we should for right now,
And then
and
we
then
stop.
individual. So
Yeah.
who wants
We
to
have
do the
enough.
book drive?
I would say
Jennifer.
we could do it for all.
Digital?
Because I bring in a lot of digital.
Okay, so the 2 of you will do it together simultaneously, but again,
Let's
Ashley,
get those
Casey,
digital
Jamie,
reps. They
and
have so
Jennifer.
much money.
Figure it out.
They do. They always want to come here. They're always bringing lunch,
Did I
desserts.
come to you already? Did I come to Jennifer?
No, I'm not here.
And I think that, like, it's easy to say, like, you know, I know you a lot of times want to bring us a treat, but instead, could you know, we're doing this blah, 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 this book drive,
And they
in
do
lieu
it.
of. And plus it will coincide with the Biggest Loser contest. I'm not in it, but it will.
But, so,
Start it.
it'll start. So those 3, and like, so Jennifer, and who's Sam and Colleen, I, for Hana, through the Associated Jewish Federation, I, had a mom that I bought Mother's Day gifts for. So yesterday when I was getting them all together, I took a picture of the gifts. So then I will send to you guys. Now, the thing I was trying to think about is and I think I wrote to you all. What's blown?
That's good.
I was at boot camp the other day, and I'm on the bike that has the fan, and my hair is going like this, and it's going, oh, you look good. Like, is it, by showing that picture and saying that I adopted a mother through Okana, is it in good taste? Yeah? It's not like,
Act of kindness.
okay.
I think you posted for Mother's Day, saying like Happy Mother, like, you
Yeah.
know, and like,
An honor.
It could almost be just like spreading awareness about it, that other people could do it.
Right.
So, Tammy and Angie, you guys could do the book drive too. Angie, I know you are there in BHA's office, and do reps come see you there?
They don't come in the office, but I still meet with them all the time, so I can have them bring books, for sure.
Okay.
Does BHA ever do anything charitable? I know they have their couple
They
big
used to do
charities.
the big one in Phoenix, the like Christmas, what was it? It's like a Christmas tree. Cassie really headed it up. I can find out if they still do it.
That was Larry's,
Larry's charity, I think.
the battered women, I think.
Something. They can find out.
Yeah, the Gateway
Yeah,
House.
it was
No.
the trees. I can find out.
So, and, yeah, the other thing that I wanted to talk to everybody about with Colleen and Sam and Rich is like, you know, I sent them information in advance the other day because they are runners up in the best places to work. Gotta promote our clients, and they, you know, it's not their responsibility to find out all this new stuff. So anything that you think that one of your clients are doing and they'd love to get press, or, you know, I know we do when the circus opens or Disney, but we have to help them with the content.
We just posted JLA won a bunch of awards.
I saw that.
Posted that one.
Good.
Yeah, and on that note, our little like social brainstorming sessions have whittled down to like me and Sam. So if anyone else wants to attend, we're always looking for new ideas and new people.
We need, please.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I know people have been busy, and we do get other people, but
You can also just like email us if you just have an idea.
yeah.
I'd like to attend.
Good job.
I mean, everyone could just.
Did you get your 50
like,
yet?
it's
No, I
online.
didn't do it
If
for
everyone
that.
I saw my house,
I missed the
and if
dog
I'm around, I try to go.
Yeah, I missed that cow
If I
opportunity.
can, then I can't.
What day is it?
Monday, 2:30.
Every Monday?
Yep.
2:30.
Every Monday.
It's a good day.
What if I did like Fridays instead? Well, cause the plan was to like do it for
So
the
the
week.
week
Yeah,
starts
that's
the
what
week.
the ideas for the week.
Yeah.
But you can always plan for the following week.
I was gonna say, yeah, now we're not water size, we need to move it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we had to do it in the afternoon.
Does anybody else have any housekeeping, anything they want to add to our community charity, to?
AIDS Walk and Music Festival, Chase Braxton, June 9th. It's a Sunday. They're doing it in Power Plant Live. It's a 5K walk around the harbor, like going down and then coming back. And then from like 10:30 to 2, it's music, food, and I think booze. Not sure yet.
That's the South, that's.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot cooler. I mean, it was already fun before. It was at a zoo. Colleen, Courtney, and I did it last year. Last year, right?
Yep.
I think they're in this year again. I'm trying to build a team, so if by the end of the day you're interested, we're trying to decide what level of sponsorship we want to give. So before you leave, if you are free, June 9th from.
Is that a Saturday?
It's a Sunday.
Wasn't that what we were supposed to have?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all over at 2. So it starts at 8, which, guys, if I can be there, you can be there. It's over at 2. And it's going to be good. 2 of my friends, their bands are actually playing. And then, like, the headliner is some guy I've never heard of, but he was, like, a finalist on The Voice, and he's really good. So it's a cool event, cool client. So let me know by the end of the day if you want to come. But, yeah, that's one of our events we have coming up, and I'm really excited about because it's a lot different and a bit cooler than the last one were, yeah. So I'll on that.
We also have Red Nose Day coming up.
Oh, when's Red Nose Day?
In May. March, yeah, May.
They just started selling on Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder where mine is.
I'll keep mine in my desk, still in my drawer, and I'll go get mine.
I've had the same one for like 5 years. Really?
How about?
Thank you for everybody for donating to Hallie and Schaefer Center for Jobs.
Great. Yay. Can we take a picture of all those?
Well, if you forgot something, we're not going to really hand it over till Tuesday. So I'm just going to remind everybody Monday to wear blue on Tuesday if you can. So to take the picture, because blue is autism awareness color. Take a picture and then she'll take it with her Tuesday night to give to her.
What are the toiletries due?
Let's do next week.
Next
Oh,
week.
I don't have any.
Yeah.
I put those in. What I did
It's
last time.
All that travel.
Any size, whatever it is. Yeah.
I have to
We
go to
just- we said
Walgreens,
that.
I live there, I can buy some.
Yeah, just do it
Um,
from the hotels, basically.
I had something else to say. Okay.
I had reached out to the Red Cross about a blood drive, but I haven't heard back. It's been a while, so I'll follow up with them. But it was something that I need to know about.
I like that idea.
So I'm still
We had the
getting
rare blood.
emails. So at the Towson Union, like maybe once a month, they send me an email like 3 weeks in advance. So I'm thinking we just go in the morning, like get a group and go up there and do
we
it.
can do that.
So
Yeah, I
it's-
still get the New York.
It's at the
one.
Towson Union, so like on Towson campus.
To give blood?
Yeah. So I'm like O negative, I think, universal donor, whatever. So they're always emailing me, and it's like once a month. So next time that happens, I say let's
Okay,
just do
yeah,
it and
that
get a
works
group
for
and go.
me. All the Omegas.
I'll do that.
I don't know my blood types.
If you never get tested, they'll email you like apps. You can like sign up for a donor
For
fund.
the child syndrome, I'm the only one my mom doesn't know, so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm the only 3 of us that know.
I don't know my kids.
What about networking events? Any?
Hey, that's quiet, but.
Hunter?
Those Mind Grub events are starting up again in like.
Those are cool. They're also a little weird. I was like really interested in it, but I've heard some, I don't know.
I know.
I always
You
have
know
a
what I'm
couple
talking
negative
about.
ones. There hasn't been any good ones. There were a couple of good, me and Richard gone some. The AMA sometimes does, their topic this past month, I think they're like monthly ones. The topic this past month didn't really apply to us, but I keep my eye on the AMA ones as well.
What was the one that we went to last year on the boat? I feel like that was in the summer.
That was a
was like a
BBJ
BBJ
one.
networking one.
Yeah, and I'm on there, the BBJ one. There was one at,
the top
The
rooftop.
top, yeah, but sometimes their tickets get really tough to see.
Yeah.
Michelle and I are gonna do a pricey one. Right, like May 8th, right?
Where at?
At the Sagamore Under Armour think tank, you know, out in the horse country.
Oh. That's very cool.
Yeah. It was
Is it bourbon or
expensive, so
whiskey?
hopefully we'll meet some big.
Rye.
Yeah.
Because it's not meeting.
Okay, so, again, suggestions, please, you know the whole theme of this, what were we?
It's a new day.
Well, that I know, but New Day, theme of the New Day, but our get-together. And Michelle, Monica's gonna just read a couple of the good kudos that have been in the kudos jars, don't forget.
Yeah.
People have done good things, let us know.
So we've been on a hiatus with our town hall meetings. They will start again. It's just been not a lot of fun stuff to maybe talk about, but keep filling up the kudos jar. I think it's really good that we still have a whole bunch of them from our last meeting. Just to read a couple, this is from Nayana. Thank you so much, Hunter, Ryan, and Alexa, for helping Kelsey and I through BOs and IOs when they were dealing with some major issues.
Wait. Good job, thank you.
Casey gave kudos to Colleen Tatz for helping out with BGE coordinator work when we're down a coordinator on that account.
Yay, Colleen.
Michelle Bob getting kudos for helping with posting on Sandy Spring Bank. John, secret admirer person, I don't know who this was. Is this, I don't know, it's so much on his plate and he still manages to teach and assist with the digital BD. Is that?
They're all listening, I'm sorry.
Kudos to Colleen Katz and Alexa helping with BHA packets while whoever was off. It might be Becca's handwriting. Okay. Jamie Sullivan helping with PCOM, even though you were learning it yourself. Kelsey for always helping at the front desk, no matter how often you're asked, you're always willing to do so. Kudos to Kelly for picking up good, fun, healthy snacks.
Somebody told me today
That was the best run he did.
but somebody told me who told me today that it makes me too many snacks?
Oh, I told you that, making
Julie.
everybody eat double.
That's what Julie told me today.
You told me that I always have my hand in the stack.
Well, you know what cracked me up was you were in a meeting yesterday, and it was, I guess, a conference call, and I see Ashley come out because it was too loud to open. So she sat down, open her bag, and then she goes back in.
I've seen Amy get questioned by Amalia from Sandy Spring with opening a package.
Well, I'm sure on the other line it sounds like.
Yeah, we do have a super.
Even in the movie, yeah, you do. I mean, in the movies, you want to look at someone who's opening their, I try to open anything I need before.
Yeah. And last but not least, kudos to Hallie for helping with DU, with traffic from Becca. And jumping in as a team player. There's a huge cookie cake over here.
Huge. Cookie
Huge.
cake,
I
lots
mean,
of wine, and
Wait, can I give Casey a kudos
yes.
for jumping in and Sinclair when she had like no idea what was going on? And we really just like threw her in and she helped me a lot.
And
Thank you,
Hunter
Casey.
got a big kudos from Cheryl, from the client at PCOM today, or yesterday.
And one more, Jamie was amazing yesterday in a meeting I had with Beth for Jiffy Lube, tackling some new things.
Okay, so I think like, now, do we have the best team? Go Meteor! So, I really would love to hear from you all if you know, even if today was great and it made you feel good, that would be nice to hear. There's wine, beer, cake. If you are done your work and you want to go home today, be our guest. Just make sure, you know, we always say if there's something a client is waiting for, please make sure, and I know all of you do, and I don't have to say that again. And raise your hand if you didn't get Oprah's treat. Who didn't get Oprah's treat? You get a 50.
Thank you.
Can I give a suggestion?
Yes.
Or
You get a
maybe
fan
an
page.
ask. For the kudos, can we do, we had talked about this before, but like a display?
You know what,
Did you
we
get
talked
it?
about that, and we haven't talked
Everybody
about,
else?
which we
We're
thought
working on
about, is doing some fun things at the
Allie didn't
agency.
get one.
So like, I brought in a puzzle. When we get that stuff off the table, we're gonna start a puzzle. Anybody who
You
wants
know,
to
I
put
tried to
pieces
do that in the
together.
back, but it was a bad puzzle, and I don't think anyone got it.
I have a 1,000-piece puzzle. We wanna do fun things, so we're gonna do like a wall that, we'll find a wall here somewhere where people can, I don't know, maybe it's here somewhere where people can put kudos on the wall as opposed to in a jar, and everybody can read what it is that's written about it. The other thing is, this is not a pretty day, but there's a lot of this weather's changed and it's really nice.
Oh, right.
People, a lot of times people work through their lunch. I don't know if they're working, they're doing personal, whatever, but we really do, you have that time when you work here. We encourage everybody, sometimes you get out, you're in the midst of doing work and you're like, oh, a minute. Sometimes you walk out, you look at those trees that are blooming, the blue sky. It clears your head, you come back and you can get so much more done because you can think better. So, just because you don't, always see me go out and take a walk or Jody take a walk, that doesn't mean that we don't want you to. I mean, really and truly.
I know.
Bring a second pair of shoes here, go to lunch, it's amazing. I went to lunch with Amy a couple weeks ago with an old rep. We laughed through that lunch. It was so much fun, and we came back and we got so much work done. So you guys, you need to get out and do these things.
I send an email to Lawrence Reed. I did yesterday. I go, Lawrence, I'm gonna be a pain in the ass until I get my tables. May 1st is around the corner, and my employees are asking me every nice day. He swore to me. And you know what, this is what I thought I'm gonna do. I wanna go through the contract, through the lease agreement, because it says
it in there.
And you know what we're gonna start doing come May 1st? We're gonna start taking money off our pay.
It was like February that they called and said it was gonna be 2 weeks.
So when you in a minute, I want you to go through that because
Got some
I know
support.
there's someone
There's
on there
support.
that says there will be outside tables.
They have tables down at their end.
Well,
They've
they're
had them,
privately,
yeah.
But when I moved in, I said there needs to be a common area. That was 7 frigging years ago.
Wow, that long.
So now, we are gonna take a percentage off our lease payment, our rent. Anything else? This is a good way to end the week?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have some wine,
Cake.
cake,
Cookie cake.
and beer.